Hello friends! Today, we're going to hear a wonderful story about a kind boy, a golden goose, and a bit of magic. Let's begin! Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a man who had 3 sons. The youngest son was called Simpleton. He was neither as handsome nor as strong as his elder brothers. Because of this, they often laughed at him and treated him poorly.
Simpleton, you'll never be as good as us.
Why don't you just stay out of the way?
They said. One day, the eldest son decided to go into the forest to cut wood. Before he left, his mother packed him a tasty pancake and a bottle of juice to keep him full and happy. When he reached the forest, a tiny old man with a gray beard appeared and smiled.
Good day, young man. I'm so hungry and thirsty. Could you share a bit of your pancake and a sip of your juice with me?
The old man said.
Why should I give you my food and drink? I need it for myself. Go away.
Said the eldest son. The old man looked disappointed but didn't say anything. The eldest son walked away and started chopping a tree. But soon, he made a big mistake. His axe slipped and hurt his arm badly. He had to stop and go home to get it bandaged. That's what happened when he refused to help the little gray man. After the eldest son returned home, the second son decided to try his luck in the forest. Just like before, their mother packed him a pancake and a bottle of juice. When he got to the forest, the same tiny old man appeared and said kindly,
Good day, young man. I'm so hungry and thirsty. Could you share a little of your pancake and juice with me?
What I give you, I lose myself. Leave me alone.
said the second son. The second son walked away without helping the old man. But as he chopped wood, he hit himself in the leg so badly that he couldn't walk and had to be carried home. That's what happens when you refuse to share. After his 2 brothers failed, the youngest son, Simpleton, said to his father, "Father, let me go to the forest to cut wood."
Your brothers have already hurt themselves. Give it up. You don't know anything about woodcutting.
His father replied. But Simpleton kept begging until his father finally said,
Fine, go. You'll only learn by experience.
The mother packed him a very plain meal, a simple flour and water cake baked in the ashes and a flask of sour beer. When Simpleton entered the forest, the little old gray man appeared once again and greeted him warmly.
Good day, young man. Could you share your cake and drink with me? I'm very hungry and thirsty.
I only have a plain cake and sour beer, but if that's good enough for you, let's sit and eat together. said said Simpleton. As Simpleton took out his humble meal, something magical happened. The plain cake became a rich, delicious pancake, and the sour beer turned into sweet wine. The old man smiled and said,
You have a kind heart and willingly share what little you have. I will give you good luck. See that old tree over there? Cut it down, and at its roots, you'll find something special.
With that, the old man disappeared. Simpleton followed the old man's advice and chopped down the tree. To his amazement, at the roots of the tree sat a goose with feathers of pure gold. Wow, a goose with golden feathers. You'll come with me, he said. Simpleton carefully picked up the golden goose and decided to rest at a nearby inn for the night. At the inn, the innkeeper had 3 daughters. When they saw the golden goose, they couldn't help but wonder about its shining feathers.
I'll wait until he's gone and pluck one of those golden feathers for myself,
thought the eldest daughter. As soon as Simpleton stepped out, the eldest daughter grabbed the goose's wing, but suddenly, her hand was stuck fast. Soon, the second sister came in with the same idea. She touched her sister to pull her away, but she got stuck too.
What's happening? I can't move.
She said. Finally, the third sister came in, ignoring her sister's warnings. Stay away. Don't touch the goose, they said.
Why not? If you can do it, so can I.
She touched the others and, to her shock, became stuck as well. The 3 sisters remained stuck to the golden goose all night long. The next morning, Simpleton took the golden goose under his arm and went on his way, completely unaware of the 3 girls still hanging on. As he walked, they had to run after him, left and right, trying to keep up. As Simpleton walked through the fields, he met the parson, who, upon seeing the strange procession, scolded them.
Shame on you girls, running after a young man like this.
He said. The parson grabbed the youngest girl to drag her away, but as soon as he touched her, he too had to run after them. Not long after, the sexton appeared and saw the parson running behind the girls.
Ho, your reverence, where are you off to in such a hurry? We have another christening today,
he said. The sexton grabbed the parson's gown to stop him, but as soon as he touched him, he too had to follow. As they walked, two peasants appeared from the fields, carrying their hoes.
Help! Help! Please stop this madness.
The parson called out to the peasants, begging them to stop the procession. But no sooner had they touched the sexton than they too began running along. Now, 7 people were following Simpleton and the goose, but that was not all. Soon, they arrived at a town where a king ruled, and the king had an only daughter. She was so serious that no one could make her laugh. The king had promised that whoever could make her laugh would win her hand in marriage. When Simpleton heard this, he went straight to the princess with his golden goose and his 7 followers. As soon as she saw the long line of people following the goose, she burst out laughing, and it seemed like she could never stop. And so Simpleton earned the right to marry the princess, but the king didn't want him as a son-in-law.
Bring me a man who can drink all the wine in my cellar, and then you may marry my daughter.
He said to Simpleton. Simpleton thought the little gray man could help, so he went back into the forest. There, by the same tree where he had worked before, he found a man sitting with a sad face. "Why do you look so sad, good man?" Simpleton asked the man.
I'm so thirsty. I've drunk a whole cask of wine, but it wasn't enough. Water doesn't help me either. I have such a thirst, but nothing can quench it. I've drunk a whole cask of wine, but it wasn't enough.
Answered the man. "I can help. Come with me," said Simpleton. He led the man to the king's cellar. The man sat by the vats, drank and drank, and by the end of the day, he had drunk the whole cellar dry. Simpleton again asked for his bride, but the king was angry. He thought it was impossible for a simple man like Simpleton to marry his daughter, so he made another challenge.
Find me a man who can eat an entire mountain of bread, and then you may have my daughter.
He said. Simpleton ran into the forest and found a man with a strap around his stomach, looking very sad.
I've eaten a whole bakehouse full of rolls, but I'm still so hungry. My stomach feels empty, and I've had to strap myself together so I don't die of hunger,
said the man. Simpleton was delighted and said, "Get up quickly and come with me. You will have more than enough to eat." He led the man to the king's courtyard, where all the kingdom's bread had been gathered into a mountain.
Thank you, I'll eat all of it.
Said the man. Simpleton asked for his bride again, but the king wasn't satisfied. This time, he demanded a ship that could sail on both land and water.
Bring me a ship that can sail on land and water, and then you shall have my daughter.
He said. Simpleton went straight into the forest and found the little gray man who had helped him before. The man said,
I've eaten for you, I've drunk for you, and now I'll give you a ship that can sail on land and on water, because you were kind to me at the start.
So children, when the king saw the ship, he realized that there was no excuse left to refuse Simpleton. He could no longer withhold his daughter, so the marriage took place immediately, and after the king's death, Simpleton inherited the kingdom and ruled it wisely. He lived happily ever after with his wife. The story of the Golden Goose teaches us that kindness and determination bring happiness and success. So, remember, being kind and never giving up can lead to great things. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun and exciting stories. See you next time.